Yes, y'all. Yeah. We always in business, Baltimore. Yeah. We back in business, Baltimore. We back. This Big Sam. And you on, let's get to it. And I'm with all my go-getters. Let's go, let's go. We ain't got time to play with you. We gonna lay with you and stay with you. That's what it is. That's what it's about. We gonna take you through this trip. See what this week was talking about. As usual, I feel like a nacho. These lights get extremely hot, y'all. And yeah, this week was a good week. I talked to my sister Jules. Yeah. Give it up for Jules, y'all. I talked to my brother Haywood. Give it up for Haywood. And guess what, y'all? Haywood wind up taking a trip up to Jersey so he could see our sister. And he spoke about it when we was on the phone. He said a few things like, "Man, I'm go up there." I'm thinking he talking like next week, sometime in the future. I just don't know. I don't know what was going on, and yeah, it kind of caught me off guard. So I ain't know what to expect. I ain't know what was going on, and yeah, caught me off guard. So let me see if I can shoot over to the chat right now. See if I can shoot over to the chat. Hold on, y'all. What is this? This is the mic. This is the mic. Take us over to YouTube. Get out of this one. Man, I got a lot of stuff to talk about this week, man. Big things. Okay. There's nobody in the chat, but I'm gonna look at the chat just to be sure. Just in case somebody drop in and then they got something for me and I wanna be able to hit right back. No hesitation, no delay, no latency. So this week my brother got up with my sister. They sent me a picture. Beautiful picture, y'all. One of these days, when I get enough pictures and I get enough stuff, I'm working on it, y'all. I'm trying to put things together, so please bear with me. Know that I'm gonna continue to come up here on a regular schedule. I'm building up my cadence, so it's not a problem with me coming up here, but I'm building up into this content, and I'm finding out there's a lot that I don't know. The more I learn, the more I figure out. It's a lot I really don't know, and I'm trying to figure it out on the fly. And there's not a lot of sources of information. There's not a lot of sources. I'm a research type of guy, especially if it's something I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna do the homework. I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna do the Googles. I even got an AI that's, as of now, it's kind of letting me down. I got the Copilot, and I'm asking Copilot questions, and Copilot giving me wrong answers to stuff that I know is wrong, and then I go in there and I have to input the correct information, and it be like, "Oh, sorry for the info. I will update." I'm like, man, that ain't what I got you for. I got you to be the brain behind the brain for stuff I don't know. I don't want to be teaching you. I need you to be giving me information. Use that large language to give me the information I need so I could start building on what I got going on, and I could make this platform something big, y'all. That's my goals. Make the platform big. I ain't looking to make money. I'm trying to grow a community. I'm trying to grow this platform to a place where people could speak their mind, talk about some of the stuff they go through, the pain, share the pain, and I want to create a place where people could network. That underdog. I'm an underdog. I'm a big dog, but I'm an underdog. When people they count me out, that's when I perform at my highest level. So yeah, that's what this platform about. And like I was saying, it ain't no blueprint to this stuff. You could see how somebody else do it, but all of that stuff really ain't gonna matter when you put your feet in the pool. When you stick your toe in that pool and wiggle that thing around, you're gonna see it's cold water in there. And you're gonna have to get in and you're gonna have to swim. You're gonna have to swim around, you're gonna figure out how to dog pedal, you're gonna have to do your own thing. Because regardless of what you pick up or what you learn from another platform, you still gotta create your own niche. And that's what this about. So I'm gonna go about my, you know, this week as far as work, it was a you know, it ain't dog I ain't get dogged out this week. Sometimes they hit me with the heavy stick at work, because I'm a go getter. Oh yeah, that's the new name I gave us, y'all. Go getters. Get it. Let's get to it. Go getters. Get to it. Go get. Let's go. Let's go. You get it? So that's what we calling ourselves these days. Go getters. Cause everybody that I try to stay in tune with, everybody that I try to network with, go getters. We ain't out there waiting on a handout. You know, maybe we'll get a hand up, but we don't want no handout because we going to go out there and get our own. We go getters. So, you know, when I call y'all go getters, I'm talking about y'all because I know everybody that's tuned in, everybody that I deal with, they go getters. They creative. They got a lot of ideas. They don't mind going out there and putting in the work to bring about the changes or, realize their dreams through hard work. What they say, faith without works is dead, done, died. Y'all get it, but yeah, I title y'all go getters. I title myself a go. I know I'm a go getter. When it comes to a piece of money out here, if it ain't compromising who I am as a person and all it is some hard work, I'm gonna get to it. I'll wake up at the crack. I'll wake up before. I'll wake the rooster up. I tap him on the shoulder like, you late, bro. You late. By the time the rooster got up, I've been up for 3 hours already. Y'all don't feel me though. I get up before the roosters. So they say the early bird get the worm, but all y'all know that already. So yeah, the week won't that hard. It allowed me, a chance to recuperate because when the summertime come, I put it in. I get it in. It's a lot of physical work. You know, you dealing with people, you interacting. So it ain't customer service per se, but I'm interacting with managers, people in the store. You know, I'm the last line. So when it comes to the ice cream, I try to be as informative as possible. I don't want to, people ask me questions about deliveries or even how that tastes. I'm trying to be knowledgeable. I'm trying to give y'all the information y'all need to make a good decision out there. You know, I like the product. I like ice cream myself. So, you know, I used to work out. I used to be a personal trainer. One too many cheat days turned to a cheat week, turned to a cheat month, and I ain't been in the back of the gym in so long. Oh man, I ain't thinking about no jump. I ain't gonna lie to you. Right now, I ain't thinking about a jump. I'm thinking about getting this content right. And I deliver ice cream. So I want to be an expert when people ask me questions. I want to yes, that tastes like this and that caramel hit right here with that salted curb. Yes, that's me. I'm the type of person when you come up there, I'll be like, oh no, try that tall house. Don't play. Don't play with that tall house cookie. Oh no, you want it, the one I like? Oreo. When people, oh I don't know what I'm looking. I'm like, I don't know why you looking. The best one is such and such. And I try to give some, you know, provide some assistance where I can. But yeah, the week wasn't that hard, so it afforded me a chance to take care of some business as far as this content. I was able to talk to Jason from Seattle. He was a consultant with Sony. And what I did was I got a phone that allows you to stream without using OBS. It's an Xperia. You know what? I'm gonna stop giving y'all so much information till y'all start tapping in. When y'all start tapping in and let me know y'all up in these comments, I'm gonna give you just enough to where you don't know what's going on. I'm gonna give you a taste, but there's a phone out there that allowed me to stream without having to tap in. So what that does is I could just set up my phone and my camera, and I could stream live. Well, you know what? Yeah, it's some new things. I'm on a new frontier. You know, I was able to set that up, and I didn't know what to do or how to do. But Jason from Seattle, we had a nice discussion. I think he went above and beyond. I didn't give him a survey. I should have gave him a survey because I would have gave him 5 stars. He get 5 stars like a hotel or 5-star restaurant. He get all the stars because he went above and beyond. He didn't try to sell me anything, but he was being very informative of, for the type of stuff that I want to do is like create content. I do want to be able to take nice photographs and pictures and stills, but my main thing is coming up here and pumping life into this Let's Get To It platform, and that's to it with a U, because I always got you in mind. But he was so informative. He was telling me about some big boy cameras and 7S3, the 7S Mark III, and the A9 Mark III. And they was nice cameras. And he was telling me that one of them is comparable to the FX3, but he was like, you know what? Looking at the price range, I think the A7S3, I think that was around 31 after taxes, 3,000 or something. But he was like, you know what? You could take stills with the pictures. So, but if you're into, you know, video content, the FX3 is a much better camera and is not that far as a difference in price. They both, I think the FX3 you might be looking at paying around 36 to 38 for it. The A7 III you looking to pay 31, 32, somewhere in around that price range. So it was like the leap in the software and the capabilities of the camera, you might as well save up and get the FX3, because then he was telling me about the movie that was made on the FX3, and I was like, I know, man. I know. I do want the camera, but man, that price jumped like Jordan. That jump up there. But he was like, man, take your time. But he was talking, and he gave me the information I needed as far as, pairing my camera and my phone together. And I was telling him, I didn't have the resources to get another camera. So, I wanted to grab a phone and use that. But I wanted to, I ain't just want no regular phone. I ain't just want the small lenses. I wanted something that I could use and kind of figure out how to make it work, how to negotiate with it. And I want to give it up for Jason. Jason from Seattle, y'all. Big round of applause for him. And I was able to, just lock in. And he gave me a couple tutorial videos. And I sat there and listened to them. I watched it a few times in between stops. It was like a 5-minute video. But I let it play in my ear over and over and over, because the first couple times I watched it, man, I didn't know what I was listening to. Like I said, man, this ain't my line of fire. This ain't, what I do. I used to be into the streets, so you tell me about how to whip something up or how to flip something up or how to get my money back or, street stuff. I was locked in on that. I could follow along and, you could give me, say less. Less is more. And I could follow along when it come to that, but when it come to this tech and it come to this content, man, I couldn't get it. So I had to listen like, man, I ain't gonna lie, all day, over 20 times, until the point where I almost memorized the tutorial. And it sunk in, and I was able to go in a day because I didn't have the time on a weekday. I get off. Now me and my wife, we talk. We might have to go to the store, pick up a few things here and there, and time I get home, I eat, take a shower, watch a couple videos, turn on the TV. Sometimes I don't even turn on the TV. Man, before I look up, it's 10 o'clock, and I gotta get up at 3:30. 3:30 on the late side. So a lot of times I ain't got time to fool around with none of this content, none of this stuff. I ain't got the time because if I play with it too long, next thing I look up is 1 o'clock and I gotta get up. I can't do that because I drive. I work physically and I drive. So I gotta leave something on the table. I gotta be responsible. I gotta go ahead and lay it down. So I had to wait till the weekend. I had to go get my hair cut, tap in with Elite Pros. That's Eric Davis. I seen him early in the week at Wawa. Tap in with Elite Pros Barbershop. That's right there. That's 368 Denby Boulevard. He get me right, cut me up, line me up, turn me. Sometimes I be looking crazy out here in these streets, man. I remember one time. This was years ago. Man, I was doing construction work. I was a bricklayer, but not a full-fledged. I went through the apprenticeship program, but a lot of times them guys been in the trade for 20 years. So even if you do got your license and you do look, you lay brick, they still look at you like, you know, they don't look at you as a full. They they was still calling me apprentice. I already learned the craft, went away, came back. I could lay with the best of them, but being that they was in it longer than me, then man, they still didn't give me my proper dues. So, regardless of that, they ain't show me the love I needed. But what I was getting to is man, I done lost my train of thought, y'all. That's crazy. I done lost my train of thought that fast. But what I was getting to, I was talking about E and how he cut me up, and I was talking about how sometimes I could look a little bit rough out here. And we was at this job in Virginia Beach, and we was beside a grocery store. So on lunch break, we used to go to the grocery store, and I ain't want nothing to eat. I had my own lunch, but I just wanted to walk. So I didn't want to go in the store if I wasn't shopping. So I stood in front of the store and wait for my man to come out. The guy I was working with, I can't think of who it was. It might have been Michael Gossi, representing Norfolk. He go in the store. I went in front of the store, and this lady was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she gave me a handshake, and she had both of her hands around my one hand. And then when she pulled back, she slid a 20 in my hand. And I was like, "Oh, she think I'm out here begging for money." That's how crazy I was in my work gear. I didn't have a haircut. She slid me a 20. I said, "No." I said, "No, take your 20." She was like, "No, it's okay. It's okay. You can have it." I said, "No, I got money. I'm just waiting. We working over there." And I was like, "Oh, man, I must be looking crazy out here." So that's why I was getting to the more where before I lost track of my thought. Sometimes I could get a little bit crazy looking without a haircut. So, I want to give a big shout out to Eric Davis for saving me sometimes because I be looking a hot mess without a haircut, y'all. And I just wanted to give y'all that story of the time when this lady thought I was begging for money. I looked so crazy. She probably seen me in my work clothes. We do construction work, so you ain't coming out there looking like you going to the club. You got your work clothes on. I used to make cuts. I lay brick. I build scaffold. I do everything on the job. So sometimes I might get a little, I get dirty out there. I look like pig pen sometimes when I come home. So she seen me looking like that, man. Bless her heart. She tried to do something for me. She slid me a 20. I said, stop it. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Eric Davis at Elite Cuts because, I go in there, he line me up, he bring me back to life, y'all. Because I can get raggedy at times. And, I came home. I couldn't work on the stuff that I needed to do, as far as this tech. I knocked out one thing. I got one more thing I want to try with the Discord. And I got this little monitor I want to see if it worked or get to it. I might have to watch a tutorial on that. I'm charging up the monitor now, charging up the phone, but I might get to that tomorrow. I tried to reach out to Serenity. I couldn't get in tune with her. I might not need her though, man. It's too much reaching out, ducking and dodging. I ain't asking for a lot of her time, but I am trying to get some of her time. I'm trying to learn how to do thumbnails, but that, like I said, I might not need it because I got Canva, and I've been putting together my own little thumbnails. They're not exactly, what I want at the time, but I feel like if I keep playing around with it and dicking around with it, that it'll come into fruition and I get better at that. So I'ma just, I ain't gonna put no press on her because she got her own thing that she trying to do. What I'm gonna do is tap in and get a little bit deeper into, doing my own thumbnails on Canva and putting it together. It's getting a little bit easier as I go, so that's the good thing. Another thing, I ain't really get into my editing and my, you know, effects and stuff like I wanted to this week. Like I said, sometimes when I come home, man, I sit there and talk to my wife. I sit there, eat. Man, next thing you know, man, it's 9, 10 o'clock. That junk come like this, bow, 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 bow. It's time to go to bed. And I be trying to lay it down at around 9:30. That don't never work. So I ain't had time. I wanted to, like I said, get into the camera. I have been posting little shorts and stuff. I do the remixes. That's what they calling it now. You see somebody else stuff, you put the remix on it. So, I ain't stealing nobody content. I'm remixing it and putting my own little 1-2 on it. That's what I'm doing. I dropped a few of those and I've been playing around with it and I'm getting better at it. Uh, for a while it seemed like I was a little bit stagnant with it, like my shorts won't hit nothing. Like I think I had a couple shorts. I was in a groove. I had one that hit 6. I had one that hit 9. I had one that hit. I was up there. I even had one that hit like I want to say around 200,000 or one. So it was up there. I think around 200 and some thousand views. That jump struck, and I thought it was going to 1 million, but all of a sudden, wow! Some of my content was getting flagged, and like I said on the previous ep, I think the content was getting flagged due to people taking my content to other platforms and doing miscellaneous stuff with it, and they getting flagged with my content. So it's making it look like I'm the source of the mayhem. So they ain't give me no strike, but they let me know that your content is falling into the wrong hands, and some people doing some miscellaneous stuff with the content. I might think it's humorous, but they doing other. And they say I need to start using the embedding tool to where people can't use my content on other platforms. So I did that a little bit, played with it, all the stuff that had I had a few what you call them things, they content IDs, not copyright claims. So I went back, took all this stuff down. I tried to dispute it, but I just wind up taking it all down because I don't think it's really no, if you get it, like they were saying I could still use it, that I'm not in violation, but I felt like it may have been slowing my page down. So I couldn't get nothing. But then I started posting again. I had one video that I put a short up there. It struck for about 1,500, 1,600, and then I just posted another one. I kept getting 500s, and I posted one yesterday. I think that thing hit 36, and I posted two. The other one hit like 16, 17 now. So I'm getting back into the groove, and I say, as I keep putting this content out and keep staying consistent with it, and now I think I got the tools, or I'm bringing in the tools to where I could do more stuff with my shorts because now I ain't using the camera phone. I got this big boy phone. I'm gonna be adding it in, and I got the software to do a little bit better editing on a smaller scale. I ain't doing the DaVinci Resolve, but I need to start playing with it. But I can get in there and kind of edit and play around, and that way I can give y'all some better content, a better look. And sometimes I don't like the look of the phone. It look funny to me. That's why I got this camera, because I ain't want to go off the phone. I wanted my stuff to be a high resolution, a better quality, y'all. Oops. So yeah. The week been good to me, man. The week been good. I ain't get paid this week as every other week, but the week been good. My family, they live down in Florida. I think they were staying in Port St. Lucie and in West Palm. I think my grandfather and my grandmother, Grandma Eunice, Grandpa Joe, they might have moved and got their own place because it was a crowded house, and I think it was a little too much for them. They was gonna sell a house, but I ain't speak to them in a while. Now I think they wind up keeping the house and letting everybody else stay there while they relocated somewhere else. So when the first storm came through, my mom got in touch with them. They was like, they alright, it ain't hit their area. But then the second storm, it won't even a good whole 10 days later, the second storm come through with more chaos. So she reached out and she talked to my cousin Nunu, or her cousin, our cousin, and Nunu was saying that they alright, they didn't get hurt. It was flooded. A lot of people got hurt in the area. I think one person died, but she was like, they can't talk right now. So I didn't know what that means. She was telling me to try to call back. And then when I talked to my brother, he from Louisiana, he said floods out there all the time. And he says like a way of life. So he was saying that when people say that, that means, hold on, y'all. Let me get back to this. When they say that if they can't get in touch with you, he says usually due to their electric going out and they can't charge their phone, so they ain't got no way to get in touch with you. So that might be the reason why they ain't pick up and why she couldn't get in touch with them. But she did call somebody else, and I'm quite sure that they keeping up with them because they should be in close proximity. I think within probably 10-15 minutes, if that. I think I got one uncle that stay out there, two uncles that stay out there, a lot of cousins. I think I may have one or two aunts, maybe one aunt that's still out there. But there's a lot of people down there that keep an eye on my grandfather and grandmother. And they alright. I need to get down there and see them. They getting a little bit older, so I do need to get down there. He was trying to talk to me, so that's why I originally called my mom. Try to find out what's a good time to call him up because I know he got therapy and stuff like that he go to. So yeah, that what the week was hitting on. And tomorrow I'm gonna give y'all two. I'm gonna give y'all one in the morning. You know, I get to play around with these my tech and see if I can get a better aim on it. And I wound up washing my car. Boy, it's been a while since I washed my car. That junk took a lot out of me because I hit it with the pressure washer. Scrubbing it down, and I get the waxing on, wax off like down you, son. Get that junk shine. I hit the windows, I hit the tires and everything. Man, that junk it knocked me in the dirt. I was tired after that. I had to recover. So, that was my week in a nutshell. You know, I took care of most of the business I need to take care. I tied in a lot of loose ends. I talked to this guy, Chris, from Cookie Chris. They got these cookie shops popping up everywhere. He got one in Williamsburg. I think he about to put one a little bit further down the street in Williamsburg. And I think he got one in Richmond. I was trying to connect him with a friend of mine's, Mario Button, with Button Boulevard. He do consulting. he do interviews. He wanted to interview Chris. So, I was trying to connect that together, but I ain't talked to Mario. And when I talked to Chris, he said Mario ain't reach out to him, but he said Chris ain't even come in town though, so they wouldn't have been there. But he wanted to, he opening up the new store, so he wanted to try to shoot and get something so he could put on his page. And to be honest, I'm not no veteran at this, so I was letting him know, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I might not be ready, I might be ready, but he's like, I'll pay you. But it was like, not that I don't want to do it, I just don't want to give you, come through and do a job for you and it not be exactly what you want. So, I talk to you, we'll get it right. But, I used to be head first. I used to do stuff and just be like, I learn as I go. But a lot of time that ain't it, man. It's 2024. People deserve what they pay for. Like, people deserve a little bit extra. They don't deserve less than. If you ain't qualified out here, sometimes you got to pull back. If they just want an experience and they want to, try something out, but I ain't want to go in there like, I know what I was doing. I'm starting, but I ain't want to, I ain't want to jump in the fire because I'm trying to change up my past behavior patterns and not do what I would have done in the past just to, okay, you got some money, I'm on it. Nah, I ain't want to do that. So, I'm going to talk to him and find out what's going on, find out if I got the capabilities. But like I said, Mario is somebody I wanted to connect with them. That's Button, Mario Button from Button Boulevard Consulting. I know he can handle that type of stuff, but he didn't reach back out to him. But he got a lot going on. He do a newsletter, he do consulting. So, his plate getting busy, his plate getting full. So a lot of times I be recommending him, and he might not even have the time to get back with people, or he might have reached out and they won't prompt in their response. So he keep it moving because he got a lot of stuff on his plate. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna talk to them because he seemed like a good person. That's Chris down at Cookie Chris. They got good cookies down there, y'all. Check them out. Sometime I get my cookie monster on. I get my cookie monster on. I eat some cookies now. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I like Insomnia cookies. I used to like Crumble, but they so far away. Ain't got no Crumble by where I stay at, and it ain't no Crumble by where I'm working at. I deliver the Insomnia. I deliver the Cookie Crisp. So, I eat their cookies. I like the cookie at Hardee's. I like the everything but the kitchen sink cookie at Panera Bread. So I like the joints that be at Food Line sometimes. Sometimes when I deliver to the hospital, they touch me up with a couple cookies. So I'm a cookie monster at time. I gotta watch it because man, sometimes my stomach get to poking out like Fred Sanford. I don't need that. But yeah, the week was good to me, y'all. I can't lie, the week was good to me. And I had chicken and waffles today. To top it off, I had the chicken. See, I can't give y'all the game, man, cause y'all gonna misuse it. Y'all gonna abuse the game. But I'm gonna do this for you. If you mess it up, I ain't gonna get you with it no more. But this the game. My wife, she get the Pillsbury dough, the Cinnabon Johnson, put them in a waffle maker. And then we get the Sam's Club and we get the chicken tenders. Put a little bit of that white frosting up on there, the topping, with a little bit of syrup and some grits and them chicken tenders. And it's chicken and waffles, man. You don't need no Roscoe's because we ain't got no Roscoe's out here, man. You got to do it yourself. Do it yourself. DIY. So, I told you I'm going to give y'all, but if y'all misuse that chicken and waffles, man, if y'all misuse that, man, I ain't going to tell you nothing else. So, yeah, that chicken waffle jack, get on that. That's a good lick on Saturday, man. That's what I had. I think that was my only meal for the day. That junk got me. I ate that at around 12 o'clock. It was a brunch. As soon as I came back from the shop, it was almost done. Boom, boom, boom. Hit that. That junk held me down. So, yeah. It was a good week, y'all. So, I just gave y'all a little synapse. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, hit y'all early in the. I don't know. It's gonna be early. I'm gonna hit y'all with 2 tomorrow, but you know I might be able to hit you with 2 angles because I'm gonna try to set up this other little B-roll. I got this one, and I'm gonna try to come from another angle so I can switch back and forth and get y'all 2. Man, I'm trying to get y'all more than what you pay for out here. I like to tip the waiter. I like to tip the waiter, man. I like to give you more than you supposed to have out here in this world, because I think that's only customary, man. People ain't, people looking for something, and I'm here to deliver. So, with that being said, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Ain't nobody leaving they comment. I ain't mad at y'all, though, but I am. Leave a comment sometime, man. Let me know y'all in here. Engage with my page. And I'm about to get up out of here. Again, this Big Sam. Let's get to it. And we all go get us out here. Let's go. Let's go. And let me get us out of here, man. Take us out of here. I ain't use Chef Beats today. I just went with this one I got up here. It's called Acting Up. It's already on the YouTube. I just downloaded this joint. So, I'm going to take us out with this, man. I wanted to give y'all bars, but I had other things to talk about. So I left the bars behind bars. Yeah. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back like I left some. I'm coming back tomorrow. Give y'all a little something. Just a little nightcap right here. It's still early, but yeah. Let's take us out of here, man. We out, man. We ain't gonna play with you.